What's up, everyone? Adam Ingold, communications intern for the summer with USA Wrestling, here with Max Black, 60 kilos, U20 Greco. Max, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. So, you're a Colorado kid,
Right.
being from Colorado, growing up here, training with this, I know you grew up in Castle Rock, coming down here in Colorado Springs. How awesome is that?
It's cool, it's always nice to bring it back to my roots, back to where I really began, start getting good at wrestling. I think Colorado's great. I'd love to, come back down here all the time and train as much as I can, but I think it's awesome just being back in my home state and camp here.
It's interesting because Colorado is not necessarily a state known for a lot of great wrestling, but there is. I mean, there's a lot of good talent. With that being said, at what point did you get into Greco?
I moved down to Colorado from Oklahoma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, around like 6th grade. I wasn't too good at Greco, didn't really like it. I was more of a leg grabber, you could say. I didn't really start falling in love with Greco until I want to say about like 8th, 7th grade. I started to learn how to throw. I started, winning more matches in Greco. I had my first 5 at like Southern Plains, which was really cool, and I think from then I just, kind of took off. I wasn't really, expecting to go only Greco until, probably about like my junior or sophomore year of high school. That's when I, really wanted to try something with it.
So then at that point, when you're junior and senior in high school, what changed for you to just decide to go Greco?
Well, I went down to Fargo my senior year of high school, and I ended up winning in Greco, and I've always liked Greco. There's always been like a few things missing in my Greco, but I think once I figured it out my senior year of high school and I won Fargo, it just clicked. I just knew I wanted to go Greco.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I know you had a great U.S. Open. It's just interesting because you won U20, but then you competed in the senior.
Right.
You unfortunately lost in the finals. But at that moment, for a guy that's you're only like 20, 19, even more impressive. For a guy at 19 to make it to the finals, the senior U.S. Open. To make it to the finals of the senior U.S. Open, what did you learn from that match?
I learned a lot, wrestling with, our senior world team guy now, Ildar. It was just a different game. From the second I touched him, it was just like, this is real Greco. Like this is what I really should be wrestling. And I think just from wrestling Ildar and getting bombed by him a few times, I think in the end it made me a better wrestler. I ended up doing really well in other senior tournaments, and I think probably like that match just had a lot of impact on feeling on senior Greco.
Right, because it's a lot different, especially and then kind of even in America from what you're used to.
Yeah.
But I noticed you just finished your freshman year at Northern Michigan.
Right.
It's kind of interesting because you guys don't. You're in college, but you don't have the. I guess the track record of all these matches. So at that point when you go to tournaments, enter in all divisions, all matches you can, enter in all matches you can. How important is that mat time?
I think mat time's super important. Because during fall semester we get no competition. All it is just training. Winter semesters when we really start competing. But I've hit almost every tournament this year so far. Everything from the Bill Farrell all the way to senior trials, and I think all the mat time and getting different feels from different guys, and just loving to compete. The more you compete, and the more you're gonna win, and the more you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
So I think as much mat time as you can get, wrestle as many guys, as many seniors as I can too, and just make it best for me.
So if you were to compare yourself from this time this year to this time last year, what's changed? What's improved?
I've gotten bigger, gotten stronger. I think I've matured out. But I think I've learned how to just wrestle Greco. I've learned to take my points, take my ties, get scores whenever. Don't just always look for the big throw, even though everyone knows me for the big throw. And, just staying more patient. Wrestle with the older guys. Like, it's my first time wrestling any seniors. Had some goods and some bads, but It's just doing Greco full time, just learning the sport better.
And so, something I noticed is on your Instagram, after you won, you kind of posted a screenshot of your notes of your goal setting.
Right.
For you, how important is goal setting?
Goals are the most important thing you can have. Wrestling's all mindset. On my phone every day, on my screensaver, it has a list of my goals and says I'm the best in the world. It says I'm gonna be a world champ. I look at it every day, and if I can just keep myself reminding me that I am the best and I am gonna be a world champ, that it's gonna push me to become greater than, some of the best, some of the people that I look up to.
Oh, so it's not something that's just on your notes, it's actually your screensaver?
It's my screensaver on my phone.
Yeah.
On both the lock screen and just the regular screen.
That's really cool.
Yeah, every time I look at my phone, says, I'm going to be junior world champ and I'm the best in the world,
So I know you obviously have a lot of kind of probably overseas experience. No, you don't?
I've never been overseas.
You've never been
left
overseas?
North America.
It's kind of funny because it's kind of different from what most Greco guys are used to.
Yeah.
So is there anything in particular that you expect going over?
I don't know. I don't know how much I expect. We all bleed blood. We all cry tears.
Right.
We're all human. Everyone can lose. So, I'm expecting to go win it. I'm gonna go do what I do. I'm gonna go hopefully tech everyone out. That's my goal, is go tech going out Worlds, and if it don't happen, I'm still win it. So, I'm expecting to win it, but in a very dominant fashion.
All right, sounds good. Max, anything else?
Nope.
All right, hey, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Best of luck.